guys, and welcome back to the channel. Justin here for another vlog. Me and Caroline are about to go and run to Lowe's, grab some plywood and a few other things to go ahead and get this garden all straight. And then later in this video, we'll go ahead and start getting the seeds ready to go. But we're gonna go ahead and run to Lowe's now, and we'll see you in the backyard. Dunkin' was closed, so we're gonna try Tim Hortons. All right, first time having Tim Hortons. Let's see what these Canadians are about. It's pretty good. All right guys, so in the last video, we went ahead and did all this work, got the buckets filled up and got that pushed through. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this new piece of plywood in here. The trick is gonna be fitting it in, because this whole sheet should just lay right in there, but you know, these supports right here might get in the way. So we're gonna see how we do. I might have to take out like the side here. All right, so I got it in here. I see why it started sagging, because I made it a little too big, but you know, we're only here for one more year and this will do. So what I'm gonna do now is start shoveling all this dirt that's under here back into here, and I'm gonna put as much as I can in there. I'll probably get some new dirt too, just to put on top. You know, mix some fertilizer, Miracle Grow, whatever, in with it. And then same for this stuff. And I'm gonna get more buckets too, because I wanna try to grow a lot this year compared to what I did last year. centipede of some sort.
Maybe a mealworm, that's probably what it is.
Alright guys, so I just finished putting the sheet in here, refilling it up with dirt. And as you can see, it's no longer bowing down at the bottom, so it's not gonna come out. It should last, you know, through the harvest season at least. And then after this year, I'm probably gonna tear this thing down because like I said, we're moving. But now that that's done, probably next week, I'm gonna go grab a truckload of more dirt just to fill it up some more. Because I think a problem I had last year was I didn't have enough dirt. You know, the roots weren't able to get down deep enough. So I was just getting a lot of plant and not as much fruit as I wanted. So I'm gonna try that this year. I'm gonna mix in like some Miracle-Gro or like fertilizer or something. And I'm also gonna do the same thing for these buckets. I'm gonna get probably 4 more buckets and do tomatoes, beans, and maybe I'll do potatoes in the buckets too. I'm not sure. I saw a video where you could put like 3 potatoes in a bucket and then you end up getting like 10 or 11. So I might do a couple buckets of potatoes. But yeah, now that this is done, I'm gonna focus on the fire for a little bit and then we'll go inside and start germinating the seeds. Give me that stick. Give me that stick. Alright guys, so here we are. We're going to go ahead and start germinating these seeds. I've got these 3 because they're harder seeds. I guess they're really beans. And they've got to soak overnight in these just to kind of soften the shell up a little bit before we do the same thing we're going to do over here. And then these 2, the green onions and the carrots, they're going to be planted directly into the soil. So we're going to do that when we plant the rest of these. So we're going to start over here with the peppers. I've got this plate labeled small and big because I'm going to put the small peppers on this side and the big ones on this side, just so, you know, I'll be able to tell which one's which. And then I'm going to cover it with this plate. That way it stays in a nice dark area. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is wet this napkin just a little bit. Don't want it to get too wet. Actually, I'll do a little bit more than that. And I'm gonna open up the bigger peppers. We're probably gonna do about 6 of each. So let's say, I'll put them in this plate for right now. So let's do 1, 7, 8. And then we're just gonna fold this napkin over on top of it. Just like that. And since these are the big peppers, I'm gonna put them over to the big side. Where it's labeled B. And then we're gonna do the same thing for the small peppers. All right, so now that I've got the peppers, tomatoes, and cucumbers all in the bags, I'm just gonna go ahead and cover them up with another plate just to keep it nice and dark. I'll probably move these out of the way so they're not in the way of the kitchen or anything. All right, so we did that. Now we'll just label the tops just so we know what's what. P for pepper, T for tomatoes, and C for cucumbers. Now for these three, all I'm gonna do is put a few seeds in each one of these containers. That's just water. And what they'll do is they'll float at first, and then overnight I'm gonna let them soak. And when they're ready, we're gonna do the same thing we did over here, but just take these out, because when they're ready, these should sink to the bottom. And then we'll do the same thing that we did to these three. So see, these seeds are a little bit bigger, a little bit harder. So we're gonna do the butternut squash over here. We'll do 8 of those. 8. So we'll do 8 of those. 8. So all 3 of these are gonna soak overnight. And then these last 2 I'll plant in the garden itself once all of these are ready to plant. And so the next step after this is, once these seeds are germinated and the little tap roots stick out, we're gonna go ahead and take these Chick-fil-A cups, fill them with some seed dirt or whatever it is, some seed mix, and stick them in there, put them under a light, and after a few days, all of these should start to sprout a plant. Sorry guys, I moved them into this room. That way they're not in the way of the kitchen. And whenever these taproots start to sprout, I'll give y'all an update. Next episode, we'll be going over the seeds and showing the taproots come out. This video should go up Friday, March 28th. And then I'm hoping to have the next video up Monday, March 31st. So just stay tuned. If you guys enjoy this content, please leave a like, subscribe, and yeah guys, thanks.